Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be doing a review on the mini Thunderclap M from Cubicle Labs. When I was in New York visiting them, I got to try this thing and I was quite impressed with it. When I first got this one, I got it some days ago now, it was a bit slow, as most Cubicle Labs and Cubicle Pro Shop stuff will come out with, but I solved on it for a while. It opened up quite a bit, but it's still not quite as fast as my WuQue M, which is my main, which I will be comparing this to. And I threw some DNM 37 in here, and that completely fixed the problem. So very rarely do I ever get a Cubicle Labs or a Cubicle Pro Shop puzzle that I need to put lube in, but they do it for how majority of people like it, and I had a little bit of a different taste on that one, I guess, this time. This one comes in at $39.99, so 40 bucks basically, which is $20 lower than the WuQue M, which is $59.99, so I'd consider this a little bit more of a budget cube. However, it doesn't feel like a budget cube at all. It's really good. It corner cuts like fantastically. It reverse corner cuts fantastically. I've had no lockups with this thing, but my turning on 4x4 is getting better, so that could be it. Maybe somebody who's a little bit slower and not so accurate may have a little bit of problems with that. The tensions are perfect on this thing right out of the box as well. And it's your standard 60 millimeter for a mini Thunderclap, compared to the 62 millimeter, which is the usual standard 4x4 size, and it weighs 127.9 grams. I also want to let you guys know, I'm sure you guys have seen maybe on Cubicle Labs and the Cubicle's Instagram and Facebook, that with stickerless puzzles now, when you get them from Cubicle Labs or Pro Shop, you can replace the white side for black. And Ro Hessler just got a whole new set of mains with that as well. And I thought it looked really cool. Personally, I wouldn't use black because I'm used to white. Back in the day when I first started cubing, I liked black on white puzzles, but not anymore. But if you do want black, it is an extra $4.99 because they have to take puzzles apart and put them back together in order to do that. So to me, I think that's a fair price. But you can get this puzzle in the color scheme you see it now, or with the black, or you can get it in white or black plastic with stickers as well. And you can get, of course, your custom shades put on there as well, and you're going to get the Cubicle Labs logo, which is always really nice. So here it is next to a standard size 4x4, and you can see it's just slightly smaller. I can feel the difference, but slightly. I mean, like, when I use the WuQue, it's standard. This is how I usually solve, because this is my main. With this one here, I barely feel a difference, but I do feel a difference. It's not really that much of a difference in size between the two puzzles. I also do like black plastic better, but the stickerless one is starting to, grow on me a bit because I've been solving on this for a few days now. My times are getting better. I'm not quite getting my average as I do on my main, but I'm getting very, very close. I get some solves in the 40s, which is really nice as well. I'm getting better at 4x4, so I feel a lot more confident in my reviews on them, as like I do with 3x3s, because I'm always trying to improve slowly. As far as performance, I find that this one is much faster, but this is really well broken in and really well lubricated over time, and this one is still somewhat new. It's 4 days old or something like that. But I'm really, really impressed with this. I think for the $20 price difference between this one is definitely worth it. So if you're looking to get a magnetic 4x4 and you don't want to get this or the new GTS 4x4 that has magnets that was mass produced, this is a very good option. Probably one of the best options. So anyways, guys, the performance on this is really good. I'm not going to use it as my main, I can tell you that right now, because I just prefer the black plastic. If I didn't have this one and this one never existed, I think this would be the next runner-up. It's really, really good. All right, guys, so I'm just going to show you the color scheme on this real quick for this one, for those who care. This is the green and blue. This is the white and yellow, and the orange and red. I think the contrasts between things are really, really nice. The only thing is when I'm solving in low light, sometimes I have a hard time distinguishing the white and yellow. So it is, for me, more of a brighter, bright light puzzle to solve, whereas this one here, I can distinguish in somewhat low light. It also still has problems in low light, though. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you guys a solve on this thing, and we'll talk about it some more. So the one thing that I really like about this puzzle is that all the layers are the same. The middle layers are the same as the outside layers. The magnets seem a little stronger in the inner layers. I'm just talking about like the friction when you make the turn. The layers all feel exactly equal, which is great. And when you're doing your edge pairing as well, when you turn just that second layer with your finger, the top one goes with it perfectly every time. And that is a huge thing that I look for in a 4x4 that can be used for where I'm at with speed. So when I compare it to the WuQue M, which is also the same, I get the same kind of feel from it, which tells me that it's up there with that type of quality. And for a puzzle that costs $20 less, I honestly didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be more of a budget feeling cube. Now, I'm saying this is a budget cube, but I mean, really, it's not. It's still a $40 puzzle. I'm just saying compared to the really expensive stuff out there that's really good, this is budget compared to that. But this is still a really, really good speed cube. Obviously, there's 4x4s out there that are, you know, only like $10, $15, $20. This one here is obviously more expensive than that, so I can't exactly classify it as a budget cube, so I probably shouldn't be saying that completely. I just mean like price point wise, but I'm completely impressed with this 4x4. Like I said, if the WuQue didn't exist, I would be using this one as my main. It's really good. If I had more room in my cube bag, I would keep it with me as like a backup, but I don't. So now I have my only backup in there is a 5x5 and a 3x3. And I wish there was more room in there, but cube bags only get so big. But I'm really impressed with this puzzle. I didn't expect it to be this good because honestly, the one that I felt in New York when I was at the Cubicle, it was good. I liked it, but it wasn't as good as this one that I'm holding now, which proves that sometimes puzzles are better the way they're set up. All right, everybody. So my final opinion on this puzzle is that it is incredibly good for the price. Cubicle Labs has to put magnets in them all and stuff. So the work that goes into it is obviously where some of the markup goes. But for the price compared to a WuQue, it is really good. And it's also fairly comparable to the quality of a WuQue. If I had this in black plastic, I may have a different opinion on it because I may be able to solve just as fast as on here. As far as the strengths of the magnet goes, the middle you can feel it pretty good. The outer layers you can feel it as well, but honestly, I just don't feel like it's the same polarity, like the strength, sorry, as the WuQue. They may have changed magnets, I'm not sure, or it may just be that the puzzle is set up differently, so the magnets are not attracting as much. You don't feel it as much because of the friction. But either way, it's an awesome, great puzzle. I highly recommend this puzzle. You guys can get this at the link at the top of the description. And I just want to thank the Cubicle for sending me this for review purposes and sponsoring this video. They're always awesome with that. Thanks to you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.